Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to my channel, Transform with Ryan, where I am bringing in that light whenever you are surrounded by shadows along your journey. Now, in this video, we are going to try and get the 411 on why people stare at you. So let's find out why you got them eyes looking at you. So to help get us started to see what exactly is it about you that have people staring at you, we're going to get some cards from both of these decks here. This is the Divine Goddess and Spirit Animal, Power Animal Oracle decks. And so let's see what we got going on here as we separate these piles to just get a sense of what is it exactly that people find so alluring, attractive, like what is going on in their minds as they're looking at you. Hopefully you're not getting uncomfortable. Oh. So I'm going to make 3 piles, each with 3 cards, and then of course we'll bring in the tarot as well to give us a little bit more insight. So go ahead and just feel into the energies of 1, 2, and 3, and let's see which one kind of resonates with your frequency, okay? And then this is going to give us some insight on like what's so awesome about you, what's so cool about you, okay, one more. What has got people, okay, 2 more. What has got people like just giving you the looks? Okay, so let's put these together here. And I'd like you, again, just feel into these energies and see what resonates with you, see what has some insight and some perspective on why people stare at you. All right, you can pause the video if you need to, but otherwise the timestamps are down below. That will take you directly to your reading. See you there. Alrighty, so for those of you who are drawn to the first pile, let's see why people stare at you. So we have Kuan Yin with compassion, and I'll read these here in a second. Ixchel, the medicine woman, and Unag, easy does it. And then let's take a pause before we pull these Power Animal Oracle cards. Okay, so we first pulled out Kuan Yin, which is compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. So one of the reasons why people are staring at you is because they get this sense from you that you're a very kind-hearted and very loving and compassionate soul, which I think is an amazing quality to have personally. And then next we have Ixchel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. And so what I'm getting from just this combination actually is that people really admire and are drawn to your welcoming energy, and your energy is very powerful to them, okay? And you may not see it yourself. I get the sense that you're actually quite humble as an individual, but these people, even though they have no logical reason to think this or believe this, they sense a very powerful force within you. And it's a very open, welcoming force. And they feel very, very comfortable around you, okay? Again, these are people that might not even know you that well, yet they feel very comfortable and safe around you. And with the last one, Unag, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And so what this speaks to for me is that you have this very easygoing energy about you. It's not very aggressive. It's not very like dramatic. It's not kind of larger than life energy where it's like everything seems like it's a show. So they really, really love that about you, okay? That it's just very calming and soothing energy that goes through you. And so let's see what we got here with the power animal. We have badger, perseverance, dig in and see it through to completion. We have seal with imagination, immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression. And lastly, porcupine, innocence, free yourself of guilt and shame. Okay, so what I'm getting now, kind of seeing this big picture, we'll just kind of focus on this power animal section first. Is this tells me that people see you as someone who is very grounded. And let me tell you, the world needs that kind of energy because so many people are into the glitz and the glam and the drama right now that it actually isn't very nourishing to the soul. But when you have this grounded energy here that's so compassionate and healing, that I would say, to be quite honest, that is the energy that's trying to come through here with this age of Aquarius. Okay? And what they see about you is someone who's very strong, someone who doesn't really give up, and someone who also, to be honest, doesn't really back down either. Okay, like they stand up for what is right. And I get the sense that you are a big proponent of justice and doing the right thing here. And here we have imagination. Immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression. So another feature or characteristic about you that people are really drawn to is your creativity and the way you express yourself. And it could be something as subtle as the way you dress, maybe the jewelry you wear, the way you do your makeup, and the way you style your hair. Those are things that people are really drawn to you because of those things as well. And then innocence, free yourself of guilt and shame. And so what I'm getting, I feel like this card here in particular goes with this card here with Kuan Yin and compassion, okay? Because with innocence, what's so beautiful about this energy is that you don't judge people. And you don't, what's the phrase that I'm looking for? You're not really a critic of other people as well, and you really want to see the good in other people rather than the bad and the ugly. That's what this innocence is speaking of, is that you don't come off as very jaded. Now, it's not to say that you're blind or you're unaware or you're naive. It's not those things at all. It's just this innocence of choosing to see the good in people and not holding it against them if maybe in the past they've had some kind of shortcoming. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. So it's really an aura about you, is why people stare at you, that they sense this. Oh, here, let's actually move it this way. They sense this being that's full of compassion and light and love for others. That is what I am getting here, and they sense that in you. And of course, there's something about your looks that are so creative and artistic and expressive that really resonates with them, okay? And it doesn't mean that you're like Lady Gaga or that you have a lot of artistic talent. Again, it's just about the way and you express yourself in ways other than your mouth, other than verbally. Okay, we got these that kind of came out. Let's see if we got any others. So it's more about how you show up in the world, not necessarily that you're like an artist in the traditional sense. Okay, so it seems like they're really attracted to this authentic and honest version of you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Temperance. Okay, like this is definitely the energy of like steadiness, groundedness, being able to remain calm in very stressful situations and in situations in which other people might lose their mind. Like you're able to remain calm and see the bigger picture and handle the situation quite gracefully and wisely, and intelligently. Yes, yes. So temperance. And then we have the Hanged Man, and they appreciate, again, you having this different perspective on the world where you're not like the mainstream media where it's all about the glitz and the glam and making quick judgments simply based on what's seen. You're able to have this perspective and see things in a way that's very, in some ways, ingenious, very wise, and very clever. Okay? That's what I'm also getting here. This is very clever. Like you have a very acute and astute mind. And here we have the Five of Wands. And this was what I was speaking to earlier with this perseverance is like you stand up for what is right. There's this standard about you that is governed by compassion and love and respect for all life and all human beings. And also, sorry, I didn't mention this as well, but with this easy does it, that also goes with this temperance. They really support each other, these two cards right here, in that you don't feel rushed. So what I'm sensing here is this very grounded energy that you have that helps people feel at ease. And it really draws people towards you. They sense that you are someone that they can trust, and they sense that you are someone that will give them the benefit of the doubt and will treat them honestly like a human being. And that is just so, so beautiful. And I get the sense that some people really admire you, and that's why they stare at you, is that they admire you for all that you do and all the wisdom that you hold. And you don't do it in a very cocky or pompous way. You're very humble about it. And that's just so, so beautiful and so lovely. I'm getting called to draw a couple more tarot cards here before we wrap up this reading. So we have the Two of Wands, okay? And again, what I'm seeing here is you can see like both sides, is what I'm seeing with this two-headed, or I guess two-faced individual, that you can see both sides of the story. You can see things from both perspectives, which is what makes it so easy for you not to pass judgment and not to jump to conclusions. You're very thoughtful. I also get the sense that you're very methodical. And, your thought process just really makes a lot of sense. And that you don't let your emotions get carried away and cloud your judgment. And then the last one here is Nine of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that people, they again, this is speaking to your level of intellect and your cleverness. And what this card is telling me is that people can't pull a fast one on you. They know you're really intelligent. They know you're very observant, and you're very, very smart. And so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these people are staring at you because they're wondering what your opinion is and what your thoughts are on specific things. It's almost like they would welcome your advice and your guidance in whatever problems or issues they're facing because they can trust you. And that's a big thing when it comes to relationships with others, is having and maintaining that trust and being open and vulnerable. Wow, so that is really, really beautiful. And I love, not saying that you don't have good looks or anything like that, but I love how the energy here is just not about looks, because I think when people first talk about why people stare at you, the first thing that comes to their mind is their looks. Like, how do they look? Do they think I look silly? Do they think I look attractive? But really, it's this aura and this energy that you give out that is so very warm and intelligent and sharp that I really, really like here for your reading. So there you go, my group number one, pal number one. That is why people stare at you. I hope you got some really wonderful insights from that, and definitely to claim the information that was in this reading that resonated with you. Give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button for me, and of course, subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you can receive these wonderful light-filled readings and transmissions whenever I post a new video. And for those of you that could use some one-to-one attention and assistance with whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, I do offer some coaching and reading. It's like this combination, reading and coaching sessions, and you can connect with me that way, and you'll find the link to do so in the description box below. And with that, my beautiful pal number ones, I'm wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful day and have a beautiful rest of your week. Take care, darlings. There's my hearts. Hello, hello, hello. For those of you who were drawn to and pile number two and really resonated with the energies here, let's see why people stare at you, gorgeous. So first out, we have Irene, peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Then next out we have Guinevere, true love. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. And Brigitte, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So what I'm getting from these energies here represented from the goddess is actually multifold here. So first of all, you have this very peaceful energy around you. You have something that people really gravitate towards because it's such a peaceful energy, especially when there can be a lot of chaos happening all around, especially in recent times, right? There's this peace about you and this calm collectedness and this confidence that things are working out so beautifully. And that confidence is fueled here as well by this don't back down, standing up for what you believe in. And what I'm sensing here is that you're not that type of person that's going to stand by while someone is getting bullied or teased, or when someone is really being manipulative. I get the sense here that you're someone that's going to call people out when they're doing something that's, you know, kind of shady or negative or hurtful. And what I'm getting is there is something about you too that a lot of people think in their mind, like, wow, this person would make a great partner, would make a great spouse, would make a great boyfriend or girlfriend. So they stare at you because they're wondering, and this is really funny, because normally I don't like channel these kinds of things, but some of the people that are staring at you are really thinking to themselves, like, I wonder if you would ever date me or go out with me. Like, that's what they're thinking, or they're wondering to themselves too, like, I wonder what it would be like to be in a romantic relationship with you. Wow. Oh my gosh. So there are some people out there, for those of you who chose pile number two, where it's like, people are kind of crushing on you. They're finding you very, very attractive. And I would say it's because of these two factors here that you really stand up for what is right. Like, you stand up for these underdogs, and you're very trustworthy, and you're also very calm and collected. Like, you're not bringing the drama into people's lives. That is so awesome. Okay, let's see what the Power Animal Oracle deck has for you. Oh, fertility. Oh my God. Okay, so this is for some of you, maybe not all of you, but for some of you, there are definitely some people, again, thinking about what it's going to be like to have a relationship with you, and also like what your kids are going to be like. Wow, that is really strong and coming through, a little bit unexpected for me. But it says fertility. Your creativity is at a peak. So also what that is speaking to is I'm getting the sense that a lot of you who were drawn to pile two, people that are staring at you and are looking at you, they're wanting to start a family. and they're wanting to build a home and create a life together with a partner. And they see that potential with you. Wow. Okay, so it sounds like you got a lot of people to choose from if you're single, especially. Um, and that's kind of what I'm getting for this reading, honestly, is like some more like romantic feelings versus like platonic, familial, or um, friendly kind of energy. And so if this isn't resonating with you, I just feel like I have to say this. If this so far isn't resonating for you, then I encourage you to look at one of the other two piles and see if maybe one of those speaks to you a little bit more, okay? So let's continue. For those of you that are still hanging around, Lizard, dream time. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. Okay, so what I'm getting from this again is this right here, this little set. I'm curious now to see what this third card's gonna show us. But you are literally like the person of other people's dreams. It's like when they dream of their love and their romance and their their love story, if you will, you kind of fit the bill. And that is just so adorable. I'm getting visions of like these romantic comedy movies. I feel like, there's been a bunch of them on Netflix lately, and I've been guilty of watching a couple of them because I do love me a little bit of rom-coms. I will not lie to you. So you are definitely like that lead character, right? That the other lead is kind of pining over, and so you definitely have a starring role in some of these people's dreams and fantasies. And here we have is horse, freedom. You always have a choice. Now, what I'm getting actually from this is going with this. Like this horse, what I'm getting here is it's a very powerful, strong creature. Like this horse has a lot of muscles, okay? Because it can run very powerfully. It can trample people if it needs to. It can leap far distances. So it's a very, very powerful creature, just like you are. You're a very powerful being and you're a force to be reckoned with. And I think that's part of your appeal is that not only are you so peaceful, but you're very strong. And there's something about that strength within you that is just really pushing people's like the right buttons on people, or that you're just ticking off every box with some of these people. Oh my gosh, hot thing over here. So let's see what other information the tarot has for you, okay, my darlings? Let's see what else, like some more insights on why people are staring at you, other than that people are trying to get married to you or something. Okay. And okay, one more. Let's just do one more shuffle and see. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a pause here. So first out is the Hierophant. Okay, so this card in this particular reading for you is speaking to the concept of partnership and marriage. In some of the more traditional decks, like the Rider-Waite, for example, it's like a priest that is represented here on the Hierophant. And in some decks, it's actually referred to as the Pope. So it represents that connection between the spiritual realm and the physical realm and earth. So the heavens and the earth. This person is sort of that conduit for divinity and interpreting divinity. And in this particular case, though, people classically, for a lot of cultures, they get married in their religious institution, their church, their mosque, their temple, whatever. And so what I'm seeing here to kind of support the information we've getting so far is that people, again, they're really thinking about marriage when they look at you. They're really, what is the term that I'm thinking of? They're kind of analyzing to see if you're marriage material. That's why they're staring at you. They're like trying to figure out if you're a great match for them to have a long-lasting partnership. And my guess is a lot of them are coming up with the thought that yes, this is someone that I could marry. Now, whether or not they take action on that and ask you out or try to get to know you even more, that's another story. But that's definitely what's going through a lot of their minds here. And next here we have the chariot. So again, we have, the chariot usually has horses here, but we have these large fish. I don't know if those are like, is it like barracuda? Is that fish? Oh, I don't know. But this is, in some decks, it's like horses or sphinxes that are like bringing the chariot forth very quickly, very fast. And so they see you again as someone very, very strong and someone who knows what they want in life and where they are going. Because again, this and this speak to a very clear sense of self, a very clear sense of what is right and wrong, okay? And that's further supported by this chariot because this chariot means it's like going places, getting things done, not letting anything stand in your way. Again, don't back down. So people sense this strength and power within you, and it's really hot. There you go. I said it. It's really hot. It's really sexy that you have this confidence and this drive and this direction in your life. And let's get a couple more cards here. Oh. Okay. So 4 of these actually kind of flipped out. So we're going to see what they have to say. 5 of coins. 7 of swords. 9 of swords. And I think we're just going to have to be a nice cozy card family here. The moon. So these 3 cards for me go together, and this actually goes with this lizard. So we'll put it together like that so I can keep my thoughts organized for you. So what these 3 cards mean to me is the reason why people stare at you and the reason why people hold you in such high regard and find you so attractive is because they feel that you are so powerful, so strong, that you can actually take care of other people, not just yourself. That you don't, you can take care of other people so they're not left out in the cold, they're not poverty stricken. You can protect people from deceit, from lies, from foul play. You can protect people from situations that cause grief and worry and threaten their stability, okay? And so people here, they really see you as this strong force. And what I'm getting here, regardless of your sex, is a lot of people see that divine masculine energy within you that's just so strong and so protective, and the force that can really provide for them, okay? Whether that's financially or emotionally, okay? That you can really, build a home with them. A beautiful, secure, warm, safe, loving, nurturing home. And that's like wow, that is really wow. And I mean, honestly, when people think of someone that they want to marry, like, that's what they're looking for, is someone to build a home with, someone to welcome into their life and create this life together. And they see a lot of potential and possibility with you. Now, with this moon card, what this is speaking to me is, again, they see in you like a dream fulfilled. They see in you this light that can pierce the darkness. This light that's very beautiful, right? Like a lot of people, they go out and they watch the full moon and they appreciate the beauty of the full moon and the stars. And what I'm getting here is that a lot of people actually view you as this light in the darkness. And that's also part of your appeal. And actually, if you look here at Brigitte, you see she has this fire in her hands. And she's producing this light. So just like you are this light. You emanate and exude this light that a lot of people just find so alluring and attractive. Wow. It kind of reminds me like a moth to a flame, right? Like you're that flame and people are these moths, these butterflies even, because I believe like butterflies, they're guided when they do their migratory patterns through the moon. And so sometimes on a cloudy day, they get really lost because they can't see the moon to help guide them on their path. And so what I'm seeing here is like a lot of people are just drawn to this light and this in the form of strength, especially that you exude. So, wow. Oh my gosh. I wonder if can you already think about some people who maybe you had a suspicion that they were crushing on you, because this kind of confirms it for you, that you are right on the ball there. You're right on the money when it comes to sensing that. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you have to have a crush on them back. Like, honor your own feelings first. But definitely, this is why people have been staring at you as of late. So, you amazing, divine, powerful light being, that is your reading right there. Go ahead and hit that like button for me to affirm and receive all the wisdom and insight and information from your reading today. And please go ahead and subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so that you receive an alert whenever I post another video to help nurture and bring light into your life especially whenever you feel like there's some shadows that are creeping in and surrounding you. And for those of you that, would benefit immensely from getting some one-to-one guidance that is very specific to your chapter that you're in and where you're at in life right now, I do have one-to-one reading, coaching. They're kind of like a combination, coaching and reading sessions. And you can check out the link in the description box below to book that session with me. So with that, my darling pile twos, I'm sending you so much love and light, as if you need more love and light in your life. I think you got quite a bit of it there, but I'm sending it to you nonetheless, and I will catch you on the next reading. Take care. Hey there, fam! For those of you who chose the third pile, the third group here, let's see why people be staring at you. Okay, so first out here we have Isolt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. And wow, look at all these like beautiful flowers here and this like rainbow energy. And this person looks like, they're coming from the stars, actually. So what I'm getting here is that a lot of people view you as like this otherworldly presence. It's like there's something very celestial, very heavenly about you. And that is pretty rad, if I do say so myself. Next, we have Isis, past life. The situation involves your past life memories. So with that card, what I'm getting here is a lot of people that are staring at you, part of the reason why is because they feel like they've known you in another life, or they feel like maybe they've met you before. Like there's something very familiar about you. And it seems to me like they maybe can't quite put their finger on why they feel so familiar with you. And then we have Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. So actually what I'm getting from this here, this trio, is that there's this, again, very cosmic energy about you, very otherworldly, very supernatural energy about you. And it's what I'm getting here with this bright future and like just the imagery on this Lakshmi card is a lot of people, they see you as very angelic, that you have this ethereal presence, and I feel like I can't even convey in words like this awe that people have of you, and how people they feel like they can't fully comprehend the awesomeness that is you, because you are almost beyond their understanding, if that makes any sense at all. Again, it's kind of like they think they know you or that you're familiar to them, but they can't place the how, where, or why. Like they just don't know why you feel so familiar to them. And what I'm getting, what's kind of coming to me is, I don't know if any of you watching right now, if you've ever heard of that show or seen that show, Touched by an Angel. And it's basically about these angelic beings who come into the lives of humans and they appear human, but then at the end of the episode, they reveal to, the characters whose lives they are witnessing and they are assisting, they appear to those people as angels finally, and they have this light and this glow about them. And so, people get that vibe and that energy from you and it leaves them in awe, and that's why they be staring at you, okay, because they're trying to figure out what it is that is so divine about you. Next, we have Eagle, which is spirit, trust in your higher self. And, with this card, with this eagle soaring so, so high, an eagle is one of those majestic and powerful birds. And that's exactly one of the adjectives that I would say people, think of when they see you, is that you are a majestic being. I feel like some of you are getting a little bit shy now because of these compliments I'm sharing with you, but really, there's no need to be shy. This is just you, honey. Like, you are a divine and high vibrational, high frequency being. Here we have Serenity, the dove, slow down, pause and breathe. And so here, again, this, the dove can represents a lot, excuse me, let me let me backtrack. The dove is a symbol in a lot of religious texts, and it's this representation of divinity, of grace. And so people sense that from you, and people feel like they can take a nice healing breath in and out while you're in their presence. And they feel like for once in their life, they can now just kind of relax. And last, we have Owl, omens. Pay attention to the signs. Wow. So some of these people, whether they know it or not, when they come across you, when they see you, it's like a sign from the universe. And that's because your mere presence wakes something up in them that was previously hidden, that they didn't really acknowledge or know about before. And honestly, it's that light that's within them as well that they don't understand, that they weren't aware of. Your light is so bright, your divinity is so bright that you awaken up the spirit and the divinity in others. Whoa. I have a strong sense that so many of you that chose number 3 are like light workers, light beings, star seeds, even. And I am just like, I myself am in awe, like doing this reading for you. Like, holy smokes. You are all, like, I'm so happy to just be sharing this message with you, especially if some of you don't realize it. So here we got some tarot cards. One kind of already popped out. So let's see what else we got going on here. And what? Okay, I feel like that one wants to come out. What I'm getting here is a number 4 for whatever reason. So we are going to flip this. We got the Hierophant. We're going to flip this. We got Justice. We're going to flip this. We got Death. And we're going to flip this. We got the Lovers. Oh man, oh man. Okay, so we got 7 of Wands first. And we got 2 of Wands. So let me just put these to the side here, because this little collection right here, my darlings, these are all major arcana cards. So there is definitely some soul level emanations coming from you, like these higher frequency vibrations that are emanating out of you. That's very ethereal, very cosmic, godly. And so we have the Lovers here. And so for me, again, this is speaking more to just love in general, not so much romantic love. So there's this divine love energy coming from you. There we have undying love, right? And then here we have Justice. So what I'm sensing here is that there's something about you that helps people feel like all is right in the world, that there's nothing to fear, nothing to worry about, simply because your presence in their life was a reassurance to them that there's a bright future and things will work out brilliantly. And then we have the Hierophant. So, I was explaining this in another pile earlier, but the Hierophant is in some decks the Pope. And what the Hierophant represents is this connection between the heavens and the mortal or human realm. Okay, so the Hierophant is the one where messages from spirit come through this human vessel to share the light and wisdom of with the rest of the world. And so people see that in you. They see this divine wisdom, divine guidance, divine energy and peace that's very healing, is one of the words that I'm getting. This very healing energy and uplifting energy that's coming from you. And there's this death card here. And don't worry, it's nothing to be afraid of, my loves. What this death card here means, it's an end to their suffering, an end to their worries and concerns and their burdens. That's what they feel coming from you. That I have a sense that in a lot of ways, people look to you and think like, wow, if so and so can have this and so can achieve that, I can achieve it too. So this very inspirational energy that gets rid of any restrictions or blockages that people may be experiencing in their life. Like you're that example, you're that role model in a way for a lot of people to leave the past behind. Let that old version of them die and welcome in that higher frequency, more aligned version of themselves come in. Wow. I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are actually also very, very talented speakers. We have here these birds, eagle, dove, owl. All of your power animals are birds, and birds are messengers. Birds in tarot, they're associated with the element of air, which is the element of communication. And so I get the sense that a lot of you really move people with the words that come out of your mouth. And that could be why they're staring at you. My gosh, I get the sense that some of you are also like public speakers. Maybe you're teachers, lecturers. Maybe some of you are pastors and leaders in your community, in your spiritual group, even in your workplace. And so people really trust you, what you say. And here we have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands. And what I'm really getting here is more of that inspiration vibe, okay? You inspire people to work hard, to give their best, do their all. You're kind of like that motivation in their life for them to do better and achieve more and just be better versions of themselves. And with this Two of Wands, what I'm getting here is that you also, you know, with the Lovers, it's a card of choice. This is a card of choice as well, okay? And what I'm getting here is that you inspire people to make the choice in their life, the choice for something better, the choice for truth, the choice for justice. You inspire people to make the choice that serves their highest and greatest good. And that's why you have their attention. That's why you have their eyes on you, okay? Wow. Wow. I'm just like blown away because I'm feeling your energy right now. I'm feeling that divine nature within you coming through in this reading, and it's serving as a reminder of your own sovereignty, of your own divinity. And I believe you came to this reading because you forgot that, and you forgot what a great and powerful role you play in the lives of others, and that you are doing good. Maybe you've shied away because you're afraid of this responsibility, or maybe, you know, it's kind of rattled your nerves because of this responsibility, right? Because some people say with great power comes great responsibility. And I get the sense some of you have been a little bit nervous about this responsibility, but with this reading, I can't help but feel that encouragement from spirit and source to say, hey, we have your back. We're supporting you. So keep doing this cosmic, divine, heavenly work here on planet Earth because, the collective consciousness needs you. So, wow, I'm so blown away from this reading for you guys. So, go ahead and hit that like button to affirm and receive your amazing, powerful reading for you today. And please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, Transform with Ryan, and turn the notifications on. That way, you are alerted whenever a new video comes in to bring that light into your life, particularly when you feel like there might be some shadows there that are blocking your view. And lastly, I really want to connect with my audience and do some one-to-one work and meet you wherever it is you're at and support you on your specific journey. So if that resonates with you and you feel that calling, check out the description box below. There's a link there to book a session with me, and I'm happy to really be present and give my all for your highest and greatest good. So I will see you on the next video, and for some of you, I'll see you at your session. And until then, I'm sending you so much love and light. Keep shining bright. Keep doing that amazing and beautiful work you're doing out there in the world, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beautiful souls. And I will see you next time. Heartsies.